people, welcome back to the channel. Today I am checking out the Fifine X3 Bluetooth headset, and I'll be telling you all about it and what I think about it in the video, and show you some use cases of where I've used this in my office, in calls, in my home office, and I will tell you who I think this is for later on in the video. So join me and let's get started. But before we do that, let us get disclaimers out of the way. Fifine, they send me this headset to review and keep, but they have no opinion and input in whatever I say about this, etc. right here, and they will be seeing this video the same time it drops publicly on my YouTube channel. So with that out of the way, let us get started and actually get into the review. First thing I'll talk about here is what comes with the packaging of this headset right here. You get the traditional Fifine packaging, the red and black box, which is lightweight, which I really like, and it's economical, it's environmentally friendly. And so when you open up the box of the Fifine X3 headset, you get the headset itself, the 2.5mm detachable boom microphone, a USB-C charging cable, a 3.5mm audio cable, and a user manual. Everything is neatly packed, and the headphones, I think, look sleek in this matte black finish that I have right here. For me, the design and initial feel I have about it is that the study and the feel lightweight. Of course, some of the headbands, maybe it's just me, sort of slacks off a little bit, but that is just, I think it's not a deal breaker for me, even if I'm buying this with my own money. To note out there. But I think the fact that this is comfortable to wear, I've worn this all day when I went to the office, and it feels sturdy on my head also, so I could shake my head around and I don't feel anything wobbling off. It's lightweight, it's comfortable to wear on the head, it doesn't get heated. You see, I'm wearing glasses and I can put this on all day to get into meetings and calls. So talking about the specs of this headset right here, with its 600 milliamp hour battery, offering up to 40 hours of communication mode and 33 hours of music playback. If you're looking for an headset that you don't need to charge every single day, I think this headset might be the right choice for you. And it only charges up to full in about 2.5 hours. From when I unboxed this up until now, I have not had to charge this headset, and I've been using it almost every day for about 3 weeks now. Of course, I don't use it for the whole full day, but for 3 weeks, I haven't had to charge it, and it's still at about 40% battery, which I think is a really great plus for Fifine Rival. Talking about the connection range of this headset, so for Bluetooth, you can be connected up to about 32 feet or 10 meters in your case and still have clear audio, which I think is pretty solid for Bluetooth in this age and time. And it also supports multi-point connectivity, which means you can have this connected to your mobile phone and your laptop at the same time without having to actually repair every single time, and you can automatically switch between whatever device you're playing your audio from or receiving your calls from, and it just goes around seamlessly. And now, if you haven't noticed, all the audio for this video is being recorded with the Fifine X3 headset into my Windows computer at the back here. No EQ whatsoever, no post-processing done in the audio, and I think it will come out great. Well, don't quote me for it. You are listening to it. Let me know what you think about it in the video comment section. Also, touch control on this headset I think is great. Of course, for controlling your music, it's not exactly touch. You have to press the physical buttons. But one thing I love about this headset right is that's what we call a clarity mode. Currently, it's actually noise cancelling. If I remove it, I can hear what is going on in my environment. But when I put it on, ANC is on, and I can touch this ear cup right here, and I can have a feel of the environment. And then when I lift my hands off, it goes into noise cancelling mode on again. It means I can get distracted a little bit when I get it in clarity mode, and then once I put my hand off, I go into the focus mode again, which I think is really something that is nice to have in an headset. Now, for the build quality, of course, it's a plastic build, and as I mentioned, the headband sort of slacks off a little bit at the top edge right here, but it is not a deal breaker for me because I really tend to stretch things out a little bit for myself. It's probably because of the way I wear it. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section if that is something you're facing also. But I think it's not a concern for me. I don't think it's gonna fall off any time in the future because it feels sturdy right here to touch and flex around. So even if you have a good amount of head, bigger than mine, you will still be comfortable wearing this from day to day. The mic quality, you let me know if you like the sound you're hearing from this. I'm connected with the 2.5 millimeter boom amp right now, but going on in this video, I'm gonna detach this and use the microphone that comes in the headset by itself. So let's just do that right about now. So with the 2.5 millimeter boom mic detached, let me know if you feel the difference in the audio of this headset right here for yourself, and let me know in the video comment section. Now for real world use cases, I'm going to section out part of these videos where I do each of these tests, and let me know what you think about each of those sections. And this is what my meeting is going to sound like if I was to use the Fifine X3 headset with a boom arm in my Microsoft Teams meetings. As you can see, if I went on to share my screen, let me remember to do that. All right, so if I wanted to share my screen and see here, I am using the Fifine X3 Bluetooth headset for this, and I have the noise suppression setting on right about now. I can go ahead and turn that off, and you can hear what that sounds like if that is the feel you're looking for. I have not listened back to this to see how it sounds, but hopefully it sounds great. And one thing I'm going to do right about now is turn the noise suppression back on and detach this boom arm just with a little moment. So the boom arm is now disconnected, and this is how that is really going to sound like with noise suppression on in Microsoft Teams. And this is what it's going to sound like with noise suppression off in Microsoft Teams without a boom arm. But I think to look a little bit cool and chill, I will prefer to actually have this on for myself. And this setting here is my home office. So if I was to be in my home office, this is what it's going to sound like with all my devices working the way they normally do from time to time. All right, so the boom arm is back on now, and this is what that is going to sound like for my meetings. And noise suppression is back on, and I will then go ahead to the next session of this video. And this is the Fifine X3 recorded in an office setting with the boom arm connected. What does it sound like? And this is the Fifine X3 recorded in an office setting with boom arm off. What does that sound like? Well, I think on a general note, the noise cancelling on the speakers are great. So far, on the train, in the office, working in my house, I think I like it. But the microphone, I'm not sure. Here are the key features I love about this headset. First, I love the long battery life. I mentioned this. I've been using this for about 3 weeks now, and I've learned how to charge it once. Of course, I don't use it every single day. I use it for about 2, 3 hours here and there when I'm on commute, when I'm in church for rehearsals here and there. And I've got to think about charging it, and it's still on about 50%, 40% each battery life, which I think is awesome. And also, I like the fact that it has multi-point connectivity. It means I'm connected to my phone right now. So if I have a phone call, I can pick it on my phone and I can join my meeting on my computer without having to think of switching out headsets. Because, of course, I have a couple of headsets in my setup right here, as you can see. I don't have to switch out every single time to any of these headsets anymore, which I think is really awesome. And I think is really nice thing to have in your life. Multi-points, I think, should be the standard of headsets going forward in the industry. EU, are you hearing me? Multi-point Bluetooth should be the standard. All right. That aside, I also love the convenient touch controls and then the fast link options, which means I can quickly pair this up with my computer and any device that's around me without having to repair every single time. So if I've been previously connected on a device and I disconnect and I pair to another device, I can easily switch back to that device without having to repair the device every single time, which I think is something I really love. Now, it's not all bed of roses with this headset right here because there are some features that are not so great. Yes, it has ANC, which is good, but I've noticed when I was on the train, a lot of the underground tire screeches, the train tread thing, screeches coming through the headset, which is not so disturbing because if this headset was really up during that time also, I would have probably had to hold my ears. But I think other headsets, for example, the one I've been using all this while, offers better ANC in terms of that. But if you're on the streets, if it's a moderate noisy environment, you're clearly good. But the ANC is just a little bit, but it's not a deal breaker. For moderate background noise, you're good. But for good, big, great noises, I'm not sure this headset will do quite well in that scenario. The microphone noise cancelling is good for most scenarios. It works quite well. But in my case, for my noisy office environment, it doesn't exactly offer that best microphone noise cancellation. It's not meant to be a Teams headset anyways for noisy offices, so I don't fault it for that. But I think we could do better. Maybe price a little bit more and add more standard super noise cancellation on the headsets. I think would be greater. And I think that is those two things that I think would be better with this headset. It's not a deal breaker for me, to be honest. If I was to go buy this with my money or buy it as a gift for someone, it should not be the reason it will not make me buy it. I will still buy it. These reasons will not be the reason that I will not be purchasing this headset for myself or for someone in the future. And by the way, this headset are for particular set of people. It's not for everyone. Okay, it's not for everyone. So this headset is ideal for users who need reliable, comfortable headset for work calls, casual gaming, and music, and those on a budget. If you have a higher budget for headsets, this probably is not for you. But if you're on the budget, which I've mentioned that Fifine does make budget headphones, and I think this is one of their first iterations of Bluetooth headsets anyways, so it's gonna get better over time. So this headset right here might not be for you if you're looking for something that is really zoned in on the ANC with the best ANCs on the market. You would probably have to increase your budget and look for other headsets. But I know in the future, Fifine is going to make more quality headsets than this one. But I think this headset for now, for what it offers, is great enough. Coming at about £69, I think it's good enough for what it offers, and it's it's good for that quality. Let me know what you think about it in the video comments also. If you enjoy this content so far, remember to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, so you don't get missed out on videos like this one if that's really what you like. Because I make content on code, cloud, DevOps, and devices. So if you're someone who likes that kind of content, I think you will enjoy this video from me. And probably this also playlist might be for you on my channel. But till I come away yet again with another video, I say stay safe and goodbye.